My name is Gary Watkins. I'm senior pastor at Christ Presbyterian Church in Huntington Beach. Finished the refocusing process a little over a year ago, and God has both went ahead of us and then has really done some great work as a result of that ministry. And we have revisited both our congregational life as well as our local mission life. It really began with us being on a plateau and examining how do we get off this, and it's sort of a predictable plateau for a church as it grows. But it also gave us an opportunity to really rethink what kind of ministries we're involved in, what are our values, and what are we looking at. Joined a pastoral team, which was very helpful to me personally. The church went through the process. Out of that, we came up with some new directions. First, for our congregational life of those values that are ultimately important for us are worship, life groups, and youth ministry, which is nursery through young adults. The ministry in the community, we adopted a high school and an elementary school. And just before we got into that ministry, God raised up a feeding the homeless ministry here at the church. And you can tell God's involved when, after the discussion of deciding to go to the board and ask for if they would do this ministry, one of my staff said, how will we fund this? And I said, well, if it's of the Lord, He will provide it. And the next morning, somebody came in and handed us a $10,000 check to feed the poor, and that was completely unsolicited. And so we have been doing that ministry now for some years. And the city gave us a recognition, which was nice. Obviously not why we're doing it, but now we're not just the church that no one knows. It's like we're having an impact in the city, and people are taking notice of it. One of the city council members comes in and is one of our team and helps feed the poor. One of the schools we adopted was Perry Elementary School. Oddly enough, it was the school that we met at as a church before we were organized as a church in the 60s. And I understand they had one volunteer in that school. And so we came in to help. We have collected every week. We collect something different for the school.
Like?
Paper, like colored pencils, eraser, marking pens, whatever they need, and reams of paper. We also are in the classroom. We are also assisting there. We are on the playground. Our people are there helping organize because there was no one to supervise. We have gotten a number of letters, appreciation. They made a book for us. The principal and her team have come to worship and just express their appreciation. The last 2 weeks, the teacher who was years ago part of our congregation has returned to the worship here as a result of that ministry. At Edison High School, we thought we were going to have to go in a little quiet, but they threw their arms wide open to us, and we have been helping with their tutoring and building and cleaning. When we launched the initiative there, we canceled worship on a Sunday here, moved it to the high school, and had a worship and work day. And so we worked around the school for 4 hours or 5 hours. We took a break. We had a worship service in the amphitheater there, brought in the In-N-Out burger truck, and then had a picnic. And it was a great celebration for most of the church. Some folks left because of that, and we just wish them God's grace, but we did what we believe God's supposed to do. That completely amazed the school. They were wondering what was the catch. Why are we willing to come in and help? They couldn't understand that people just wanted to come in. What can we do to help you? This is not just let's see what we can do. God's hand is involved in this a whole lot of ways to encourage trust and caring, and it has been a wonderful thing. God raised up a team for each of those initiatives. I didn't have to go pounding the pavement for them, and they are highly motivated and great people, and they're making a difference. If you are thinking about this, I would encourage you to start it and see it through. Don't just, because it'll be challenging, and it'll be challenging to pastor the church through a self-absorption to a concern for being a witness for Jesus Christ in the community, but it's well worth it.